LPD, hands in the air!
Where's everybody? Where's Lowell? Check the back.
No, you can't go back there. This is police harassment.
Have a seat. Do you have a warrant? You got a name?
I have the right to remain silent.
You have about 4 seconds to tell me where Lowell is.
The Palace at the debate, the Banks-Lowell showdown. Dr. Lord just set it up. It should start any minute.
Could all please take your seats? I'd like to welcome you all to what I hope will be the first in a series of debates about important issues surrounding our community. Mayor Lowell has won the coin toss, and he will get the first question. Mayor Lowell, you've been very vocal about your displeasure with the police department, blaming them, in fact, for the recent surge in drug-related crime. Now, you've already had one term, and you really haven't made any progress in solving the problem. So why should we have you back?
Well, I admit I've had too much patience with the LPD, but I've done what I could as mayor. I have fought for funding for neighborhood initiatives, for after-school programs.
I'm so bored, I think I'm getting seasick.
Grassroots activism can take the place of a strong police department. That is why in my next term, I am cleaning house, starting with Commissioner Bo Buchanan. It is time for Bo to go.
Hey, that's my Paul you're talking about.
Now, we all know that Commissioner Buchanan comes from a rich and influential family, as does my opponent. In fact, she considers Commissioner Buchanan to be part of the family. But my allegiance is with the town of Landview, and not with the special interests of the rich and privileged. I stand with the good people who had to work for what they have.
Oh, hear, hear.
And I say that it is time for a new commissioner, one who will not let drug dealers and drug addicts take away what those good people fought for. Now, as a mayor, I have fought crime up and down, but my opponent knows nothing about this. Unless, of course, you consider the many crimes that her other personalities have committed.
Not to mention the crimes that she covered up that were committed by her half-brother, Todd.
Mrs. Banks, rebuttal?
Oh, yes, indeed. Mr. Lowell is absolutely right about one thing. The crime rate in this city has risen dramatically during his first term. 17%, in fact. And all that began after he fired Bo Buchanan as Commissioner of Police and replaced him with a man named Lee Ramsey, who I'm sure you will all recall was murdered in the act of selling stolen jewels.
Are you getting all this, Marco?
Yes,
are you?
Yes, if you stop shaking the camera.
As for his criticism of the police department, unfortunately, his interference has been the cause of many of their problems. If he would simply allow them to do their jobs instead of indulging in personal grudges against certain officers, this city would be a great deal safer. For example, he fired a decorated detective, John McBain, who then proceeded to solve the KAD murder case as a civilian.
All right,
and
keep
why?
panning.
The cops are
Because
here.
Lieutenant
Stay
McBain
on. Where there's
insisted
cops,
on
there's a
investigating
story.
my brother,
Did you say
Carl
cops?
Manning, who
There's
is one
cops?
of Mr. Lowell's major backers.
Oh, what's he doing here?
Who cares? I need a new character. The camera loves him.
As far as I'm concerned, Detective McBain's actions brought that serial killer to town. Powell Lord was safely locked up in a mental institution until McBain went rogue and got him going.
He just lies.
He's a politician. He lies for a living.
And this isn't the first time that he's broken with procedure. No. How many times have you been arrested, John? Is this the kind of man we want on the Landview police force? Mrs. Banks would give him a raise. But, of course, he did date her daughter. And if that's not special interest, I don't know what is.
How you doing, Lowell?
We're in the middle of something here, McBain.
No, I think you're done. Stanley Lowell, you're under arrest.
Watch it, McBain. I'll have your badge.
You cannot arrest Mayor Lowell.
Keep recording, Marco. Keep recording. If the networks won't bite us, maybe Mayor Lowell will.
Go ahead. Take your photographs. Document the moment when John McBain finally stepped over the line for the last time. First he comes after my son. Now he comes after me. What about the real problems that are facing all of you? What about the drugs that are flooding this community?
Yeah, let's talk about the drugs, Mayor. Let's hear what you really have to say. Fish, hit it.
The kid who sold the drugs to my son, Cole Thornhart. You find out if he knows anything, and if he can connect the drug operation to me. If he even suspects anything,